welcome to another episode of A Golfer's Ramblings. Obviously I'm a day late, apologies, work has been absolutely insane this week, so yeah, it's been really busy, not really had a chance to, I know obviously I only do it in the car, but it has been, when I've been in the car, I've been taking work calls and whatnot, it's just been super busy. But anyway, enough about boring work stuff. So, the last week, not been in best fettle, had a little bit of an issue health-wise, but I think we're all good. I have had a golf lesson, however, yes, golf lesson, with Matt Pugh at John Ray Golf Centre, where, like I said in my previous videos, where I pretty much do most of my practice. Now, worked on a couple of things. One, stop coming over the top so much, and trying to increase my hip turn, as well as a few other little tweaks that will take a little bit longer to work in. So I'm going to throw some pictures up during the course of this vlog. This vlog's not really a vlog, is it? During the course of this little chat, and you'll see the position changes, which I'm really impressed with. So obviously, after looking at my swing, part of the reason I'm coming over the top is because I've got a really minimal hip turn on the way back. Bit of a strange one, because I remember, and it's something that's always stuck in my head from a lesson many moons ago, and it was don't straighten my right leg. So I've kept it flexed all the time. I mean, if you look in the majority of my videos, any of the short videos I put on Instagram and Twitter, my bottom half is very static, there's not much turn in it. I've got a decent shoulder turn, but because the hips aren't moving, it's reducing that shoulder turn. Which up to this point, I've not really noticed the loss in distance until the change. So, basically Matt said, just ultimately straighten that leg. Don't lock it out, but straighten it, so get some extension in it rather than keeping it flexed. So I've done that, and the visual change is instant. Take a look at this, two side-by-side pictures. First one, the one on the left is my original swing, the one on the right is obviously the one with the changes. And as you can see, worlds apart. Now I didn't think, and I knew my swing was short, I didn't think it was that short. Looking at it next to that one, it's just absolutely madness. Jesus Christ, that's bright. 2 seconds, people, I can't see. I need to put the sun spectacles on. And that's better. I don't know what it's like on the camera. I'm probably super bright, but hey ho. So yeah, the hip move, the opening the hips up is giving me a bigger turn. Now, I said to Matt at the start of the swing, he says, what do you want to work on? I says, I want to make my swing look pretty. I don't think you'll ever make my swing look pretty, but that second picture at the top of the swing, I think it's pretty aesthetic. It looks quite nice. I'm quite happy with it. So, tick there. Bigger hip turn, tick. And if you look at this second one, it's a bit hard to tell. Obviously the picture on the left is my original swing, picture on the right is the new swing. And you'll see on the first swing where the club shaft, dissects my shoulder. If you look on the second picture, it dissects it lower. So what we're doing there is obviously by seeing where that's using shoulder as reference, we can see that I am coming more flatter now and getting the club more on the inside, which is absolutely what I want. I'm never going to be completely in to out, that's just not how my swing is. And to be honest with you, I don't want to play with a draw, which would be coming out to in. Sorry, into out. I want to be out to in, just not as much as I am at the moment. So the changes that we made are definitely making massive inroads to getting that sorted. Initial results, I don't really know as such. I know obviously after the lesson I continued hitting balls, and you know, it's good, it's hard. I've now got a thought, because obviously ultimately playing the angle of attack's changed and things like that. I now no longer know where the bottom of my club is, or the bottom of my swing is, where the turf interaction would be. So I'm hitting some thin, some fat, but you know, that's it. That's an integration of old swing into new swing. Obviously the fat would be the old swing, the thin is the new swing. I just need to find that middle ground so I can start hitting them flush again. And don't get me wrong, when I strike it, I'm probably 5 to 7 yards longer, just from that little bit of extra movement, which is generating me more of a coiled spring, if you will. So I think the key thing now, for me anyway, is to drill those moves to make them second nature. So I just get on the golf course, bang, there's a new swing, bang, there's a new swing. Rather than now, at the moment, it's okay, so I've got to do this, I've got to do that. The more you think about things, obviously, the harder it is. And this sort of brings me on to my next point, is why do I have lessons but nothing changes? How much are you practicing? So it's all well and good, Matt's given me these new changes, and obviously on the range after the lesson, yet they were working. 3 weeks down the line, why is it not working? Why is nothing changed? How much have you drilled those changes that your coach has given you? How much have you embedded those swing changes into your swing, into your practice to make it better? And this is the key thing with lessons. If you're not willing to work on what you've been given by your coach, you're never going to improve. And that's the big thing with people playing golf. Oh, I'm never getting any better, I'm having lessons but nothing's changing. But you're not practicing. You're clearly not practicing. Or if you are, you're practicing without purpose, meaning you're not doing the drills your coach has told you. Which is really, really key. So, for example, a couple of drills Matt's given me, he's given me split your basket into 3. So your first part of the basket will be little 3/4, for me, little hip swings to work on my face control, to make sure my face is in line with my spine. So I literally come up to hip height, have a little check, make sure the face is in line with spine, and then follow through, swing through. The next one would be up to the top of the backswing, make sure my hip's where it needs to be, and follow through. So these are sort of broken swings. So I'd go up, check, swing, up, check, swing. And then the final third, full swings with everything in place. Okay, that's how you embed things, with the drills that your coach has given you. Now, if you're not doing those drills, if you're not embedding those drills, you're never going to change, you're never going to progress. Now, without having that, you won't change, you won't progress, you won't get better. So that's why you're not getting better ultimately. Your coach is giving you practice stuff, your coach is giving you drills, and you're not drilling them. That's why you're not getting better. I see it all the time on Twitter and Instagram. I've had a lesson, I ain't getting better. How much you practicing? It's literally that simple. There is no magic pill. Take this pill, you'll be a scratch golfer. No. Have a lesson, practice, keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing, have some more lessons, keep practicing, then you might be a scratch golfer. Yeah, you're never going to improve if you don't practice, and it's genuinely that simple. But it's all about practice with purpose. It's no good going to the range and just smashing balls, smashing balls, smashing balls, because what's that going to achieve? You're drilling bad habits, potentially, if you've got bad habits, obviously, I don't know. But you're not learning anything, you're not looking at your faults, you're not trying to change those faults, you're not working on drills you've been given. Yeah, that's the key thing, practicing with purpose, I think. So yeah, that's where I'll be going, that's where my sort of range work and so on will be for the next few weeks, just drilling those changes into my swing, so they become sort of second nature, really. Obviously the season's coming to a start. I want to get them embedded as soon as possible, really, because I don't want to be going into season openers and so on with 2 different swings, because ultimately what you find when that happens is you end up with 2 swings that don't work. So your old swing no longer works because you're trying to embed your new swing, and your new swing doesn't work because it's not embedded properly. So you've got a swing in between the 2 that's just not functional. So it's really important that you get those changes done, ready to start. And that's where I sort of want to be at the moment, really. Just a little babble about what I've been doing, guys. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you have a good week coming up. I will speak to you soon. Give me something to talk about next week in the comments down below. That would be lovely. And we'll have a little ramble about whatever you want next week. So yeah, give me some ideas of what you want me to talk about next week, people, and I will babble about it. Thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you all very, very soon. Ta-da.